So a very good morning, everyone. As we were discussing about finite verbs in the last class, we need to continue it because we'll be able to complete only up to, I think we discussed only up to future continuous, Gopika, right? Gopika Shankar, you said future continuous, only up to future continuous we discussed in the class. We need to start from future perfect and future perfect continuous. The rule and the usage, it's not usage, it's the rule and the finite verb from here. Okay, so children, let me get the definition from Afrin Shamir. Afrin Shamir, please tell me the rule of future perfect. Afrin, we are discussing about the finite verb. As I have told you earlier, finite verbs are also known as complete verbs. Why it is called a complete verb? Because it is just helping us to identify all the tense forms, right? All the tense forms. By looking at the finite verbs are auxiliary verbs plus main verb. By looking at the auxiliary verb plus main verb, we'll be able to identify the exact time of action. Okay, whether the sentence is in simple present or past continuous, or it is given in future perfect, or such examples that we are getting it from, or by looking at the verb only we are getting it. Okay, such verbs are called complete verbs, and by looking at the finite verbs, we can predict or we can identify the or can recognize the tense form. Clear? Am I clear? And I said, if it is a finite verb, remember that is completely controlled by the subject. It is limited or controlled by the subject because it is controlled or limited in the in person in the sense whether it is first person, second person, third person pronouns used according to the person. So you should have to use the verb there. If the first person pronoun I is used when you construct a sentence in future perfect, you can use will or shall plus have only. But at the same time, if your first person I is used in your simple present tense, okay, I am a teacher, am must be attached, you cannot use is there, right? This is what we discussed in the last class. And also, if you is the subject of your sentence, along with you can use are, or if it is perfect, you can use have. You cannot use has. Even I'm talking about Suraja, you are a very beautiful girl. Okay, Suraja, you are a very beautiful girl. There I can use only you, but along with you, I have to use only are, though I'm talking about one single child. So always a finite verb is limited or controlled by the subject. Okay, and I said, children, not only in pronouns but also in number. In English grammar, there are two numbers only, singular number and plural number. Singular number stands for one, plural number stands for more than one. Okay, keep this in your mind. And we discussed all the rules of tenses up to I think up to future continuous, isn't it, Gopika? Future continuous. So future perfect. I do request Afrin Shamir to repeat the rule of future perfect now. Tell me the rule of future perfect. Afrin? Rule of future perfect. Aaron Relix? Tell me the rule of future perfect.
Ma'am, subject plus will plus
subject plus
will plus has or have.
Only will can be used in future?
Shall.
Okay, will or shall plus
has or have plus object.
Here comes the problem. You said a few minutes before this will or shall are coming under the modal auxiliary verb. Okay, so if it is a modal auxiliary verb, according to the grammarians, soon after the modal auxiliary, we can use only base form of the verb. So you said has, have, had. Okay, these are the three words. Tell me which word is said to be the base form of have forms. Have. So you can use only have in future tense. Has is not allowed. Clear? Though the subject is singular also, we are not supposed to use has. We have to select only have here. Now you construct your rule.
Subject plus will or shall plus have plus object.
Uh-oh. Again, there is a problem. You said this was a rule for, or you are setting a rule for future perfect, isn't it? So if it is a perfect tense, after have, what should be used?
Ma'am, can I say?
You haven't used a
Right.
verb here properly. Which main verb you're going to use here? If you're setting a rule for future perfect, you should use a main verb also, right? After the auxiliary verb. You know, will or shall, these are modal auxiliaries. Have also another auxiliary verb. Along with will or shall and have, we should use a main verb. As you all know, a verb has its 4 forms. We should use present form. We can use past form. We can use past participle form, and we can use present participle form. So among these 4 forms, which one you're going to opt here? We are going to use in perfect tenses. Aaron. This is perfect, okay? This is perfect tense. Remember, if have is used after have, we can use only which form of the verb?
Present.
Present after have. So you give me one sentence. Aaron, you give me one sentence in future perfect. Aaron, give me a sentence. No problem. If your rule is wrong also, please give me a sentence in future perfect. Okay, as you said subject. I'm going to write your name as subject, okay? Aaron. You said, ma'am, you should use will or shall after subject. Okay, I am going to use will here. Aaron will. And you said, ma'am, will or shall, modal auxiliary. So we can use only have. We cannot use has here. Okay, I have used. Aaron will have. It is perfect. You said object. Aaron will have. So object means a story. Okay, a story. This is the object. So this is not a complete sentence, right? Something is missing here. What is missing here? Subject plus, will or shall plus, have plus, and something is missing here. What is missing? Aaron, which form of the verb? I'll write a few examples, okay? Tell or tells, present form of the verb. Is it suitable? Aaron will have tells a story. Is it a correct sentence? Yes or no? Grammatically, whether it is a correct sentence or not.
No, ma'am.
No. So I cannot use present form of the verb. Okay. Second form. That is the past form. Wait a minute. So what is the past form of the verb tell?
Told.
Told. Can I use told here?
Yes, ma'am.
I can use it, but it is not the past form. Then what is it? It is said to be the past participle form of the verb. Okay, here past participle form of the verb is told itself. Okay, so as you said, ma'am, told is a right usage here. Okay, so look at the sentence. Aaron will have told a story. Now this is a perfect sentence. Now you construct your sentence and tell me what is the present participle form of the verb.
Your videos off.
No problem. Tell, tells present. Told is the past form. Past participle form of the verb is told. What is the present participle form, Aaron?
Tells.
Oh my God. Tells is the present form of the verb, right? Present participles are always used to construct a sentence in continuous. Continuous, it is actually showing an ongoing action, a continuous action. To show a continuous action, we should use ing form. So what will be your answer?
Telling.
Telling. Okay, all the present participle forms are ending in ing. Okay, telling. So tell and tells are the present form of the verb. Told is the past form. Told is again is the past participle form of the verb, and telling is the present participle form of the verb. So you said, ma'am, we should use Aaron, subject, will or shall. I have used will here. You said, ma'am, use have here. Okay, then frame your rule. Frame your rule. Subject plus, will or shall plus.
Have plus past participle plus object.
Excellent. We should use past participle form of the verb plus. What is this?
Object.
Object. Okay. So Aaron, you please tell me the rule once again.
Subject plus will or shall plus have.
Subject plus will or shall plus have plus
past participle plus object.
Past participle form of the verb. Okay, past participle form of the verb plus object. This is the rule for constructing a sentence in future perfect. So your example is Aaron will have told a story. Agree, Aaron? Put a full stop. Agree? Okay, okay. So I would like to hear an example from Faizan also. Faizan, please give me another example for subject with now it is singular subject with a plural subject.
They will have done it by this evening.
They
Will have done it by this evening.
will have done
Done it by this evening.
by this evening. Okay, by this evening. So they will have done it by this evening. Okay, now everybody look at here. We are going to underline the finite verb, which help us to identify the exact tense form, right? So children, look at here. Aaron, anyway, you said the first example. So you are here to give me the answer also. Identify the finite verb and tell me the tense form. Pick out the finite verb from the sentence. Remember, finite verbs are complete verb. Normally, it is attached. Auxiliary verb plus main verbs are coming under the finite verb. And the finite verb help us to identify the tense form. Right? Here, tell me the finite verb from the first sentence.
Ma'am, told.
Only told. Told can be past tense,
Mm.
right? If you get only told as your finite verb, it's utter confusion. Oh my God, the sentence is an example for past tense. Told is the past form, right? So if you underline only told, you'll get confused whether it is past tense.
Will. Ma'am, will and told.
Only will and told. Will and told means if you underline will and told, that is a wrong rule. Because after will or shall, we should use only the base form, right? So I cannot use told after will. I can use only tell after will. So this is not correct. Identify the finite verb. If you don't know, Aaron, you will not be able to score mark for finite verb. So Aaron, you tell me, no other verb form I have used here. Check for the verb. You should learn how to identify finite verb today. It is very simple, Aaron. Look at the auxiliary verbs and main verbs used here.
Have.
So your finite verb?
Have.
Only have?
Haven't told.
Haven't told. So that is present perfect.
Will have and told.
Will have told. Okay, will have told is your finite verb here, Aaron. Aaron, will have told is your finite verb. And tell me the tense form now, Aaron.
Future.
Will
perfect.
shows it is in future. Okay, have told. Have told shows that it is in perfect. Okay, so this is an example for
Future perfect.
future perfect. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now Faizan, look at the second sentence. Faizan, you said the second sentence. So identify the finite
Yes,
verb.
Will have.
Will have.
Ma'am, will.
Only will.
Yes, ma'am.
Should I bring a cane to the class?
Hmm.
If it is will, no way for identifying the tense, right?
Ma'am, so will have,
No,
ma'am.
no,
It's
no.
will
This
have.
question is only to Miss Yad. I know you are very good knowledge in finite verb. So just wait, I'll give you a chance. Okay. So Faizan, you have to tell me as your new admission, you should tell me what is the or which word is said to be or which are the words said to be the finite verb. Remember,
It's will have.
finite verb, it
Sorry.
shows the exact time of action. If you say will, it shows only future. Which tense form? No idea.
Ma'am,
If
will
you
have.
say will, only will have. So will is the auxiliary verb, have is the base form. So will have simple future. Is it given in simple future?
Ma'am, your camera's off.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Okay. Now, Faizan, you tell me. It is not working, it seems.
Ma'am, will have done.
Will have done. Okay, will have done is your example. Now, video is okay?
No, ma'am.
Check, check. Okay. Tell me. So your example is, or you identify your finite verb from your sentence.
Will have done.
Will have have done, because the rule says that will have, will or shall plus have plus past participle form of the verb. Okay, this is your finite verb here. Faizan, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now next question, Rinan. No, Miss Yad. Miss Yad,
Yes, ma'am.
please tell me the rule of future perfect continuous.
Subject
Subject plus
will or shall plus
will or shall plus.
been plus
No, something is missing. Been is the past participle form of the verb, right? I cannot use been shall after shall and will, the past participle form. I have to use only the base form. This is perfect continuous, okay? This is perfect continuous. So subject plus will or shall plus.
being
No, being is ing form. No. Rinan, continue. Subject
Yes,
plus
ma'am.
will or shall plus
Have
very good. Have plus
been
been plus
present participle form of verb plus
present participle form of the verb plus
object.
object. Okay, look at here, children. You have a subject, will or shall, then you use have, then you use been, then you use present participle form of the verb, then comes the object. Okay, and here if you identify your finite verb, you will be able to identify the sentence in future perfect continuous. Renan, you give me one example.
Peter will have been solving this equation for 2
My
hours.
God. Tell me. So as you all know, this future perfect continuous is said to be the longest sentence ever seen in all English grammar structures, right? So future perfect continuous is said to be the longest tense form in English grammar. So Renan, you start.
Peter will have been
The teacher, subject. Teacher is singular. I can use will. Better, I can use will. Teacher will
have been
have plus been plus
teaching the students.
teaching.
The students.
Oh, the teacher is a male here, not a female. His students. Okay, his students. Okay, fine. Simple sentence. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rinan. See, the teacher will have been teaching his students. The teacher will have been teaching his students. Now, Rinan, tell me the finite verb used here.
Will have been teaching.
Will have been teaching. Okay, will have been teaching is your finite verb because it shows that we are, or it is easy for, because will shows this is future, have been shows it is perfect, teaching shows it is continuous, future perfect continuous. Okay, so the finite verb, it shows the complete, or it is also known as the complete verb, and it helps us to identify the tense form of the sentence. Renan, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want another example from Ms. Ziyad. Ms. Ziyad, please give me another example.
he will have been
He
will have been
will have been,
driving a car.
okay, driving a car. Okay. So your finite verb, Ms. Ziyad?
Will have been driving.
Will have been driving. Will shows it is future, have been shows it is perfect, and driving shows it is continuous. So this is the finite verb here. Clear? It shows the exact time of action. Clear? So this is said to be the finite verb. I hope this is clear for you, children. If you are thorough with the tense rules, then you will be able to frame sentences in all the tenses, and you will be able to identify the finite verb. Okay, so let us practice with a few examples. I request everybody to take a ruled paper. We are going to identify the finite verbs from the given set of sentences. Okay, please write. Identify the finite verb and name the tense form. Identify the sentences or the finite verb and name the tense form. Many videos are off. Gopika Aram, please turn on your video. Gopika Aram.
Please repeat.
Gopika? Gopika Aram, I request you to turn on your video. Why your videos are always off? Huh? Switch on, everyone. Everyone, please switch on your video. Okay, Nasran. Okay, question number 1. Who will come to rescue? Who will come to my rescue? Who will come to my rescue? Who will come to my rescue? Second question, have you heard this news? Have you heard the news? Make it the news. Have you heard the news? Should I write on the board, children? No.
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Have you heard the news? Second one, sorry, third one, she has been waiting for his call. She has been waiting for his call since morning. She has been waiting for his call since morning. She is teaching her students. She is teaching her students.
Ma'am, can you repeat the third question?
Third question. She has been waiting. She has been waiting for his call. For his call since morning. Since morning. Question number 4.
Ma'am, thank you.
Okay. Question number 4. She is teaching her students. She is teaching her students. Question number 5. He eats with his left hand. He eats with his left hand. We have learned our lessons. We have learned. Gogul, are you writing? We have learned our lessons. We have learned our lessons. Next question. He has had his breakfast. He has, H-A-S, has, H-A-D, had. He has had his breakfast. Next question. The chief guest. Am I going so fast?
No, ma'am.
Which question you want, Elsa?
Ma'am, the 7th one.
7th one. Okay. He has had his breakfast. He has had his breakfast.
Okay, ma'am.
8th question. The chief guest addressed the gathering. The chief guest addressed the gathering. Ahmed Afridi, are you writing? He has had his breakfast. 7th one. The chief guest addressed the gathering. 8th one. The chief guest addressed the gathering. 9th question. They had been walking. They had been walking. They had been walking. They had been walking. Next question. They had been walking. Next question. She had been running for hours. She had been running for hours. H-O-U-R-S. Next question.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question? She
Which
had
question? She
Ma'am.
had been running for hours. She had been running for hours. 11th question. We are waiting for them.
was
We are waiting for them. We are waiting for them. Next question. He helped his mom last Sunday. He helped his mom last Sunday. He helped his mother last Sunday. Or mom. Next question.
can repeat 11th one.
11th one. We were waiting for them. 13th question. Jessica lives with her mother. Jessica lives with her mother. Fourteenth one. He had sent. S-E-N-T. He had sent an email. He had sent an email. Fifteenth question. There will be some rain. There will be some rain. Emmanuel Sijo, only for getting attendance you joined. Right? Emmanuel Sijo.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
There will be some rain in the north. There will be some rain in the north. Nasrin Fatima, okay, you said. Why you joined late, Emmanuel? It is time to end the meeting. It is 9:42. Only up to 9:50 we have class here. Why this time? There will be some rain in the north. Question number 16. I did not see Helen yesterday. I did not see Helen yesterday. I did not see Helen yesterday. Sixteenth question. Are you going to watch the new film? Are you going to watch the new film? Question mark. Are you going to watch the new film? Next question number 18. Ronald doesn't drink milk. Ronald doesn't drink milk. Donald or Ronald doesn't drink milk. You make it does not. Better does not. Normally, int forms are never used in written languages. Spoken Englishes don't, can't, and don't can be used. Written language, we should write it complete. Okay, does not. So Ronald does not drink milk. Next question. I will rescue the child. I will rescue the child.
Ma'am, can you repeat the
Which question, my son?
ma'am, last one. 90.
I will rescue the child. I will rescue the child. 20th one. I have been waiting for him since morning. I have been waiting for him since morning. I have been waiting for him since morning. Next question. They will have finished the job. They will have finished the job. They will have, Gokul here. Whoever is there in the room, here you sit and watch the class. They will have finished the job. Which question, Gokul? The last question. Could you please read the last question? Unmute yourself.
They will have finished the job.
Thank you. Okay, next question. Iran has declared war on Israel. Iran has declared war on Israel. Iran has declared war on Israel. Israel, Israel. Next question. She was working on her computer. She was working on her computer. She was working on her computer. I will be waiting for you. I will be waiting for you. So how many questions, Noor Al-Haya? I think 24. Right?
Yes,
So the
ma'am.
last question for you guys.
Ma'am, can you repeat the 24th question?
I will be waiting for you. I will be waiting for you. So the last question for you children. The children chased the dogs. The children chased the dogs. Okay, are the 25 questions? I do request everybody to identify the finite verb first. How to identify it is easy. Just draw a line under that. Okay, you can underline the finite verb and just name the tense form, whether it is simple present, present continuous, future perfect, or future perfect continuous. Okay. So now your time starts now. You have 1 minute.
Could you repeat the last question?
Sure. The children chased the dogs. The children chased the dogs.
Thank you.
Underline finite verb and identify the tense form. See children, the time is 9:48. So you just pause for a minute. Let us discuss about activity first. Okay, just a second. Listen here. If you will not be able to finish on time, we'll discuss all the answers in the next class. Okay, take your own time. Identify the finite verb. Do not even discuss with a single person at home. Don't seek help from anyone. If you're not getting, we'll do everything in the class. Okay, don't worry. I'm here to support you in all the way. Okay, so let us listen about, or let us talk about our activity before the term one examination. We have just completed modal auxiliaries and semi-modals, isn't it? So I do request you to collect conversation where you use this modal auxiliaries as a question word or a part of your conversation between two persons. Okay, it can be Elsa, it can be a conversation between Elsa and Misyad. Okay, but only one condition, you use maximum number of modal auxiliary in your conversation. Okay, and write what are modal auxiliaries, distinguish modals and semi-modals with a few examples. Okay, and I'm going to share my mail ID. You can, once it is done, you can send it to my mail. Okay, let me give my mail ID. Initially, let me stop recording. My mail ID is.
It is now also recording.
Is it recording now?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
We'll discuss the answers and even the non-finite verbs in the next class. Thank you so much, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You, ma'am.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am.